It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And he's out a little short of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
A gain of 1 brings up third down.
Jackson now on third. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at fourth down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Okay, right.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
It's Mixon on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43. Rail.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Ready. Hey, green, black, go red. Right, white. Green, jack. Claws red. Blue striker. Hut.
Throwing his love on third. His first throw is an interception. Nate Wiggins has got it. And he brings this one back. Touchdown Baltimore off the pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Striker, 45, white. 10 cycles. 52 black.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Red, cycle. Ready.
Shotgun now for Lowe. Caught down the field, Golden. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers make it a 1-point game. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ali to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
If you keep in stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Watch out now.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
No gain on the play. Second.
Takes the handoff. Now Love. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's spun out right by Golden. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Play action, Love. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
30, Zulu black. Drill, 52. Blue striker. Ready?
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Got his man, it's Golden. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So first down from the 41.
10 cycles. Ready?
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone.
On the bounce.
Offense up to the line fast.
17 more yards. That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
52 blaster. 10.
Going to the ground again on first. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's a Green Bay touchdown! The Packers break the tie here in the first. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Ravens 7.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Ali to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10.
No, we changed it.
Lamar now from the gun. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. The passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called.
Yeah.
But finally, as you said, their first completion.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Set, cut.
Love now to throw. He finds Golden. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Drill green. Flight blue. Hey, red. 22 needle. Striker. 3. Hut.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Packers on top early. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're lining up to punt a little shy midfield. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And the punt team gets to this one at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
The 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throw left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the gun, Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, has not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another run for Henry. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. A lot of mass on the move here. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens tie things up at 14.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red strikers. 3-3 black ultra. Black shot. Blue strikers. Set.
Love looking to pass. And he put everything he's got behind it. That's grabbed inside the 30. When this gets close to the red zone, he is inside the 25.
It's a gain of 42
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready. 52
First
points.
and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, green. Ready, set.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go. Set, cut.
They'll run Jacobs. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass. I don't think so now.
When he gets in, touchdown! The Packers get some late points and the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. And the kick is no good. The snap was off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Ali to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Here's Lamar. Complete Derrick Henry. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw, Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson now on third. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Jack Browning on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He'll get it at the 9. Nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red.
Love from the gun. This one taken in by Kraft. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at
95.
the 45-yard
Shotgun
line.
now for Love. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Intended for
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go. Here we go.
First
Yellow,
and 10
40,
at the 39-yard line.
Green Jack. Black shot. Hut, hut.
On first and 10, here's Love. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
Lamar off the play fake. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Lamar out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A gain of 12.
Hey, report.
First down, Baltimore.
Middle.
From the red zone on first. And this one does not go far. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
13.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's third down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Jackson out of the gun on third. And the defender comes away with it. And the Packers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Let's go. 10 black. Right, white. 6, mega. Rail, yellow. Eagle, blue. Ready.
Back to throw it. Forced out to his right. He's just going to get rid of this one, so that is how our half will end. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Ready. Cut.
Love now off the play action. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens Hopkins getting back on his 6th interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he kicks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down. Throwing again is Lamar. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. Sit on. Report. Hey. Hey, sit on. Hey, Ozzy. Sit on. Sit on.
Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in a hurry up here.
Jackson sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down and goal.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Escapes the... Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Packers secure it. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. 30. He's at the 10. And Green Bay takes this one back for the touchdown. The Packers push their lead further to start the half. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. In this defense, well, they took advantage.
And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Packers 26, Ravens 14.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Ali to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Air it out on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays. Be creative. Try different things because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. The Ravens getting ready for the punt, and he's been getting all of it every time out.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Field, black. Smash, red.
Now Love on the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Claws red.
Motion, Casey! That's your man!
Drill,
That's your man!
52. Ready.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 52 blue. 5, 97. Rail, yellow. Yellow, zoom. Check, pink. Black swap. Yellow, line. Ready.
A give to Mixon up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road with what looked like a very clean play.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
Set. Striker, yellow, 22. Set.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's another
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here we hut.
Play action. Love. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they bring him down around the 34. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they're gonna love that partner as Love slides down after picking up the first. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Down, cluster, 6, yellow, 43, black ultra. Set, hut.
Play fake, it's Love. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Packers go up by 19.
33, Ravens 14.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Andrews has it. Working downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for two.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a two-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get two.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First
Let's go
and
next
10 at the
call. 10,
42-yard line.
50, green.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Packers carrying both the football and a good lead into our fourth quarter. First down from the 42.
Red, yellow, ready. Black 40. Striker, 3-3. Hut.
Love. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hey, red. Claws red. Steel, black. Ready, ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Behind some time right. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul.
38.
They'll run here following the penalty. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
50 Fury.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going back to Jacobs on first down. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Smash, red. Black Ultra. Cut, go.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves them with a big 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Edo blue. Ready.
Love now. He's got it. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Packers push their lead to 18.
Packers 40, Ravens 22.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Ali to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Lamar back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here. Play fake, Jackson. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Lamar off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning.
Hey, report! Hey, Ozzy, shut up!
Desperation time here. On the move, headed right. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Packers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. New set of downs for him from the 31.
17. Set, ready. Set.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
2 yards on the pickup.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
33-yard line.
Ready. Red, 38. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Set, ready.
3rd and long for him here. He's He's got it complete to Reed. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is Jacobs running left. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Mike Green
Ready
on
up.
the stop.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Brings up second and 12.
Here we go.
At the
Here we go.
46-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So, shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So at the 20, here's second and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Chased out to his right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Trying to push deep downfield. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Tez Walker touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
One final shot here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Jermaine Pratt picks it.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
And this is recovered by the Packers hands team. They're going to win this game. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.